So now you were part of a study, or I believe someone looked at your brain.
Right.
Now, would you like to tell us about that?
Several times I've gone and meditated with an EEG machine hooked up to me, a bonnet on my head and leads so that it actually looks like a shower cap.
Oh, how attractive.
Exactly. Hooked up to an EEG machine so they could measure the activity in various parts of my brain, the intensity of it and the frequency, whether it's alpha waves, gamma waves, etc. What they have found, unsurprisingly, is that in these states there's considerably more activity in the left frontal lobe, the place where there are the positive emotions. I've also done practice in an fMRI, which is, well, it's like an MRI that takes movies instead of still pictures. However, it's very noisy. It's like
I've been in one.
It's like being in a steel tube with somebody pounding a hammer on the outside.
I thought it was like a SWAT team coming in and pounding on the other.
It's not a great place to meditate, but we did get some data, and there are actually some papers on my website that describe what we found. But yeah, very definitely, it's clear to see that these states are different from each other. They're different from pre-jhanic state of concentration, called access concentration, and they're different from a resting state.
In terms of the positive, in terms of the left hemisphere, the positive part of the brain that gets stimulated?
In terms of that, but in terms of other parts of the brain as well. The difference shows up in multiple places in the brain.
Because when you said that got accessed by jhanas, we mentioned the 3 first jhanas, which are pretty much of a good time of sorts. All the further jhanas, higher jhanas, lower jhanas, whatever you want to say, aren't about having positive emotions. Was that positive part of the brain activated in the higher jhanas?
Right.
As well?
The 4th jhana is a very equanimous state. There's no pleasure, no pain, no joy, no sorrow, a very neutral state. And yet the activity in the left forebrain was noticeably stronger than the activity in the right, even though subjectively I wasn't in a positive mental state. I think being in a neutral state is probably a positive place to be.
Well, yeah, or at least having that option, I imagine, is very attractive.
It's very quiet, it's very peaceful, and yeah, so I'm not surprised that there was activity there.
When you said the paper that was done on this study, is that the Brain on Jhanas paper?
Mm-hmm. Yes.